Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you guys know by the title now, this is another story time. This is my second ghost encounter. This happened to me when I was about 15, 16. You know how it's like usually it's like hitting puberty or whatever? Well, not for me. I was a ghost magnet, geez, up until now. Well, yeah. So this all started when someone very special to my family and I passed away. She was like a grandma to me and my sisters. I was the only one from my sisters that would follow her the most, because she lives in Santa Rosa, but she would come down on the weekends or whatever. And whenever she would come over, I would be like the first one to run out. I would just hear her truck and I would be like, oh my gosh, she's here. Run out the door and go give her a hug or whatever and just be with her. And yeah, after her passing, a lot of strange things started to happen at my house. We would hear a lot of noises that we never heard before until she passed away. Oh, where was I? My camera decided to die on me. Oh yeah, before I get right back into the story, if you guys hear a lot of noise in the background, it's because next door they're doing construction, and then the dog that they have, he keeps barking because it sees the guys next door, and then the damn bird too, so ignore all of that. And if you hear baby in the background, that's my son, so yeah. Anyways, let's get back into the story. Where was I? Oh yeah, before she passed away, we never experienced anything at our house. It was all calm or whatever. At least I never experienced anything until after her passing. After her passing, my mom would always hear like some moving the dishes, like they're moving the dishes or opening cabinets, or like they would break a dish. Or like they would break a dish or whatever. Who else experienced something? I think it was my dad. Yeah, my dad also experienced stuff after she passed. She really loved my dad. He was like her son, and we were like her grandchildren. So or at least I was really attached to her for the most part from my sisters. What my dad experienced, I experienced the same thing that my dad experienced, or at least one thing. He experienced, you know how like the Polaroids, when you take a picture and it takes the flash or whatever, and then the little, I'm sorry if I keep looking up and not at the lenses because I keep staring at myself in the screen or whatever. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about the Polaroid and then how the picture comes up right away after you take a picture. I experienced that. My dad experienced that. First it was my dad, after my dad had like talked about or mentioned it here and there. It started happening to me too, more frequently, because it happened to me like once after he had mentioned it, and then after that it happened to me like a couple times when I was alone, and then when I was around my like other people in my house. So you know, I wasn't crazy or anything. Like I would tell them and they didn't see or hear anything but me. Oh yeah, so my dad experienced it at night. He was sleeping and all of a sudden he said that he heard like a stack of books being dropped next to him, and then when he woke up or whatever, he said that there was a huge flash in his face. And then he heard like the little when the picture comes out of the Polaroid, that little noise. He's like, what the hell? And then what other thing did he experience? He would experience, the other thing he experienced was what was that? Oh, like they were like just touching his face. I also experienced that too. Like I would go to sleep and I would just feel like them touching my face. And obviously, who else? Come on now. Her? Like, who else would it be? What else? Oh yeah, the one time I experienced with someone the Polaroid flash in my face, it was with my grandma. I was in the living room just chilling with her, watching TV or whatever, and out of nowhere, like I wasn't even expecting this, like what the hell, I just saw the flash and I was just like did that just happen or am I tripping? I asked my grandma, she's like, I didn't see anything, and I was like, okay. I'm like, maybe it was nothing. I tried to like stay calm because I got a little scared. I'm all tearing like in the other video. Every single time I say these stories, I get like emotional or whatever. After that, I don't think I experienced anything anymore with the picture taking and flash in my face. The next thing that happened to me after that, I was laying on mom's bed. I was laying on my stomach, whatever. I was watching TV. Or I remember if I was on my phone watching TV, and my baby, and usually I would like be watching TV with my sisters or whatever. And instead of going in front of me, they would go behind me and jump over me and lay on the other side to watch TV in my mom's bed with me. And this time, everyone was in the kitchen. They were eating dinner or whatever. My sisters were like in the living room, or I don't know where they were at, but they weren't with me. And I was so into what I was doing, watching TV or whatever, if I was on my phone, because I really don't remember. Or what the hell was I saying? No. But I was laying down and I was too concentrated on what I was doing. I don't remember if I was watching TV or if I was on my phone or whatever the case was. But that I was too concentrated, so I really didn't pay attention at all what was happening until I noticed that no one was next to me. So what happened was I felt someone jump over me. I clearly felt when they put their hands down on the mattress and I went down a little bit and they jumped over. And I didn't think much of it. I thought it was my younger sister. And I noticed it until I never heard her talk to me, or I never like saw her from the side of my eye or whatever. And as soon as I noticed it was no one and I felt that, I literally jumped my ass up, got out of the room, and I went to the kitchen and told everyone. And my dad's like, that's the person that's like, oh, like, no, you were just imagining it, nothing happened or whatever. And I always get mad. I'm like, you think I'm crazy? I know what happened to me. Like, I know what that just happened. Like, don't tell me like I'm imagining or whatever. And yeah, and I got really scared when I went to sleep. The other thing that happened to me after she passed was my house is really small, but the scaredy cat I am, I would wake up my mom every night when I would have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, because I didn't like going to the bathroom at night by myself, and I would wake her up until this moment when I go over to my parents' house. I'll wake her up to go to the bathroom with me so she can wait for me or whatever. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I woke her up this one night and she was getting up and I was already almost to the bathroom. I was like halfway to the bathroom door when I randomly decided to look back. And I didn't think much of it until like maybe like a year or two passed. I mentioned it to my mom, but what I had seen was a lady with a nightgown, and I thought it was mom because that's what my mom wears to go to sleep, a nightgown. And I was like, oh, like, okay, my mom's already up and behind me. So I just like went into the bathroom, and then yeah, but the lady I saw, she was chunky, had poofy short hair. I just saw like the outline of it, you know. I didn't see her face or anything like that. Yeah, and she was just standing there watching me. And then like after I mentioned this to my mom, she's like, why would I just be watching you? I'm like, true, because she would go and sit at the sofa or whatever. She wouldn't just be standing there watching me. Oh, my baby's coming, guys. Hi, say hi. Okay. How that's that. What else happened to me? Oh, on the anniversary of her death, I don't remember if it was the anniversary when she died or it was her birthday. I'm not sure. And early in the morning, it was like 7. I think it was like 7, yeah. Well, that's early to me. It was like 7 or 8 in the morning. And my older sister, Nana, was sleeping with me. And I thought she was just trying to scare me or fuck with me. Because I clearly heard a lady's voice that said, Jasmine. And since she's that type of person to try and scare you, I'm like, it's her. Like, she's trying to scare me. Or whatever. Like, I was like still sleeping, but I wasn't like fully sleeping. Like asleep, not sleeping. I wasn't fully asleep. And when I heard them call me Jasmine, I opened my eyes right away. And I turned to my sister and I was just like, did she call me? Or am I tripping? Are you trying to fuck with me? And I waited a couple minutes. I was just watching her sleep. I'm like, she's gonna open her eyes right now and start cracking up and she'll say like, you got scared or whatever. But she never did. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? I'm like, okay. I'm like, I guess. So then I go back to sleep. I turn around and go back to sleep. And then I told my mom as soon as like I wake up again. And she's like, it was probably her. I don't know if I should say her name or not, but yeah. I'm gonna call her grandma. I don't want to say her name. But yeah, I was like, it's probably your grandma. It's her, I don't know if she said it was her birthday or if it was the day she passed away. And I was like, oh my god. I'm like, yeah, it was probably her. Yeah. In my head, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense now, you know? I haven't. What else? Oh, this one time at night, guys. Oh my god. It was so fucking scary. I'm not getting watery. My eyes teary, whatever. Because this night I was in the living room talking to my boyfriend. And my dad was in the shower. My sister was in her room. My mom was in her room. And I was just like talking to him or whatever. We're having a normal conversation. And we're talking and he tells me, who was that? Because I heard a lady, I don't know if, I don't remember if she cried or if she yelled. I don't remember clearly, but he even heard it. It was fucking loud. Because if I heard it and he was on the phone with me, like, I wouldn't expect him to have heard it because it was from outside, not inside my house. What we heard. And once he told me, I'm like, because he thought it was my sister. And I was like, oh, I don't know, it's probably her something. And then like after I hung up, like right away, like a couple minutes after I heard that, we hung up. And I told my mom and she's like, no, she's like, I thought it was you. I'm like, I thought it was Angelica. Shit, I got my ass up real quick and went to her room. I was so fucking scared. What else? Oh, what else has happened in my house? My sister Angelica, this one time, I think it was like, well, 2 years ago. 2 years old now. So this happened when he was a newborn and he was a couple months. No, yeah, he was like a newborn. Yeah, he was a newborn. We were home alone and this was already, it was nighttime. I think it was like 8-9 o'clock. My parents went to the store or whatever. And she was in the living room and I was in my mom's room. And the closet in the living room was like maybe like about this open, so she could kind of see inside. And she was on her phone or whatever. And we had all the lights on in the house. And out of nowhere, she fucking scared me so bad. She just started screaming and ran into my mom's room. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, she scared me so bad because my house is haunted. And everything that's happened to me. And then it's nighttime. Like, what else am I supposed to think, you know? She was so fucking scared. She didn't want to go back in the fucking living room. I had to go in the living room, close the closet, and I was like shitting my pants. I had to go and be the big brave sister, whatever. I had to go close the thing for her, and I left the light on. And we just went into my mom's room. Well, I went back into my mom's room with her. Wait, did I even say what she saw? I'm all talking in the story, and I don't think I said right. She saw a hand. I think she said it was like coming out of the closet, and that's why she was so fucking scared. Like, come on, like, who wouldn't be if it was just the two of us alone with my newborn baby at nighttime? So yeah, that, I don't know if you guys know about the what's that place called in Santa Clara? What is it called? That one house, the rifle house. What's it called? Shoot, I don't remember what it's called, but I'll insert a picture of it in the name. Summer. It was my parents, Angelica, and me to a tour there, and since it's haunted too, they usually, like, when we start the tour, they tell us the story or whatever, and they'll tell us that people usually have like experiences with ghosts there, and well, I was one of those people. I was one of those people that had an experience there when I was there. They pulled my hair when I was there, and we were like in a full-on crowd, and no one was behind me, so I'm like, okay, like, okay, I know. And then the second time, we went down to the basement, and they poked my butt. Fucking ghosts. Oh, I just remembered. The Winchester house in Santa Clara. That's where. Oh my god. I swear, everywhere I go, I always have to experience something. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, they'll follow me. They don't care. They'll follow me. Diles bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Diles lovey.
Hola.
Oh, no lovey for you guys. He just says hola. Okay, guys. Well, let me guys know. Well, let me guys know if you guys want to see more story time. So.